Potlucks suck.
Potlucks, the most common kind of meal that we enjoy with friends. Now, I say enjoy, I would argue that they are probably the most disappointing meal that we experience with our friends and family. In theory, potlucks are really good. Everyone brings a plate of food, it's less work for the person who's hosting, you put all the dishes on the table, and you got an instant banquet with very little effort. Sounds great. You and I both know that's not how they go. You show up to the potluck, you bring your potato salad, there's already 3 other potato salads because no one's coordinated what's happening. If you're lucky, someone's bought a green salad, and then if you're really, really lucky, there's enough meat for everyone to feel satisfied and like they haven't been ripped off. That's more often than not how potlucks go down. The reality is, potlucks suck. But they don't have to. I want to argue that if done well, and it's not hard to do it well, potlucks can actually be a really, really good way to enjoy a meal with some friends. There's only a couple of little things that you need to do a little differently. And to illustrate that, I'm going to bring you along to a potluck hosted at my sister's house to show you what some of those things are, to show you the difference that a little bit of forward planning and a little bit of solid communication skills can make to a meal like this. So we're going to get going. You're going to come with me.
Alrighty. Do potlucks suck?
No, they don't suck.
No.
They don't have to. I think they can, though.
They're so good. No.
No, not at all.
I love a potluck.
I love a potluck.
I think potlucks would be pretty cool. Finding out who are your friends are fantastic cooks, and then, to go eat their food all the time. But also for building a sense of community.
What makes a good potluck?
But it does depend on the group.
People committing.
The people. Sometimes if you have 1 or 2 people at potluck who are carrying and bringing most things, and then the rest are just bringing chips and small things, that can suck.
That everyone does try somewhat, I think. A group chat, or I personally like variety. I like quality and quantity.
And it's also important to have a protein that everyone can work with.
I think it's helpful when there's a clear vision. People know what they need to bring.
Having sorting your salads out, your meats out, your drinks out can be a well-coordinated buffet that we can all enjoy together.
So you need everyone pitching in what they can.
I think for a potluck, you need one person who does a main and everyone else can accompany. Because otherwise, it's too chaotic. It can be difficult when you have dietary requirements, whether it's going to be safe for you to eat.
When you're cooking for a potluck, do you prefer to be given a very prescriptive, specific dish to cook, or do you prefer to have freedom to make whatever and bring it along?
I like to have a theme, create something around that theme, and that's really helpful. But I don't really like just being told what to make.
I like someone telling me what the cuisine is. No one brings dessert, then I'm bringing dessert, and vice versa.
You want a theme, Mexican potluck, barbecue potluck. You want a little bit of direction so you don't end up with 10 potato salads.
One time I went to a potluck and it was just a potato salad.
That's not okay. Potluck where people just show up with something, I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
I'm scared.
It's a long answer, but it feels right.
I'm not an enormous fan of just literally bring anything potluck. So sometimes you're eating a really weird combo of foods. We're doing a barbecue or we're doing Chinese.
I personally enjoy freedom.
Freedom, but under an umbrella. Someone's we're doing Mexican, I'm I can run with that.
Sometimes if I just have decision fatigue, I'm just tell me what to cook and I'll bring it.
So, what went well at my sister's potluck? What can we learn from the opinions and suggestions that some of my friends gave? And what can you do next time to make sure that you have a successful potluck? Well, if you want the full write-up, I have a free PDF linked in the description with 3 full potluck meal plans included, and a lot of what I'm about to say in depth and in writing for you to use in the future. So if that's of interest to you, please go have a look. But otherwise, here's a summary. Number 1, have a premise. Potlucks work so much better if there is a vibe or a cuisine for people to match. Ideally, you as the host would have a protein that you supply, which everyone knows about, and then can base their offerings around that one main thing. For example, my sister hosted a backyard barbecue potluck. She provided a whole bunch of marinated chicken thighs as the main protein source. She also asked one of her friends to bring along some extra sausages to make sure there was enough food for everyone. And that was great. There's a clear vibe, there's enough meat for everybody. The guests can bring the veg, the carbs, the drinks, dessert, etc. Number 2, know your people. How many friends are coming? Are there any dietary restrictions? Are they confident cooks or not? You can see my video on planning what to cook for a few extra factors and pointers you might want to consider. But know your people. Lock down that basic info because it's very important and useful when it comes to step number 3, which is to communicate. Don't just tell people you're having a potluck. Tell them what the vibe is. Let them know how many people are coming. Ideally, there's a group chat so they can see who's coming. What are the dietaries? When is it? Make sure they all tell everybody else what they are bringing so that way there's no doubles up of any of the dishes. And this is where it's really helpful to know your people, like I was saying before, because this message is going to look different for different groups of friends. In this instance, our friends are quite confident cooks, so we could leave it pretty vague in the message. Hey, we're having a barbecue. If you guys can bring along some hearty salads, some light salads, drinks, dessert, whatever, and they could fill in the rest. They were very happy to do that. Happy to have freedom to choose what to cook rather than needing a sort of specific prescriptive thing. But your friends might be different. You might need to say, hey, we're having a barbecue. Someone please bring a potato salad. Someone please bring a green salad. Someone please bring bread. And you can have a very specific list of items that you need ticked off. But good to know the kind of things that your friends would like to provide. Good to know what sort of cooking confidence your friends have, what they prefer to do, whether they want to be told, bring this versus, hey, make something in this realm. Some people like cooking, some people don't. And if that's the case, they can dibs the drinks or pick up some ice cream from the supermarket for dessert. That's totally fine too. And that's all there is to it. Potlucks don't have to suck. It's crazy how many things at the end of the day just boil down to a little bit of forward planning and some solid communication skills. And if you still have any questions or you think I've missed anything in this whole potluck conversation, topic, whatever, let me know. Leave a comment, ask your questions. I'd be very happy to answer any and all of them. And tell me what kind of video you would like to see next. I'll see you next time.